Alright everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to prepare templates for Hyper-V because the intention is to create multiple servers. For example, I want to have two Active Directory domain controllers. I may want some Skype for Business servers or SQL servers. I need to build some servers, right? So let's get a template so that we can bypass the installation of Windows. So I've gone ahead and actually, it's still trying to download updates, but I've gone ahead and installed all the major updates, and I've set my settings that I talked about in the first video. Turned on remote desktop but that's my choice. Set the time zone, set the IE enhanced security, um, and as well, of course, like I said, do all the updates because they're gonna stick behind um, on this template. So actually, what we're going to do is quite simple. Right click the start button, hit run. Let's type sysprep, SYSPREP, hit OK. It's going to load up the folder from the System32 inside a Windows folder. Just go ahead and double click on sysprep application. Um, so we're going to basically refresh this machine. And also by clicking generalize, we're going to remove its uniqueness. And that's what's important. And what's also important is that we shut down so that once it's shut down, we can copy this hard drive image and replicate it. And because generalize is checked, it's going to be a unique machine every time you install that into a virtual machine, which I'm going to show you how to do. So we just hit OK, and watch, we watch it do its thing. Usually it doesn't take too long if the computer's fast. In the meantime, since that's not going as fast as I thought it would, I'm gonna go ahead and create a virtual machine and show you how to attach that disk. So this is going to be my second domain controller, just calling it whatever I want. I changed the default path to a big array that I have. It's like lots of terabytes. Hit generation 2 because it's Windows. I like to use that option for dynamic memory, although I'm not quite sure if I'm supposed to. I don't have any issues whatsoever. Let's go with LAN 1. That's the virtual switch that all the other VMs on this domain will be on. And so on this page, it's asking you to create a virtual disk. I don't want to create one. I want to use this guy back here that just turned off because I set it to shut off. So let's go to that location. It's good to co-locate the default location of your virtual machines and especially their hard drives so that you can keep them safe from accidental deletion, possibly. Okay, so this I'm just going to copy to the same folder, and it's just going to automatically rename it to the same thing with like a 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. Thankfully, I have my array set to like RAID 0, so this is going, not too bad. I mean, it's reading and writing to the same disk, so, or the same array. So for it to do that it, at that speed, it's pretty good. And so once this finishes, I'm gonna have, like I said, another one of these with the, oh, there it is. And that's what I'm gonna select right here, use an existing virtual disk. Because I clicked on the checkbox that said generalize, when I turn this virtual machine that I'm creating, when I turn it on, it's gonna be a brand new machine. Nothing associated to it whatsoever, to the previous machine that it was, which is this one that's off. And when I turn this one on, because I generalized it, it's also going to be a brand new machine. But that's fine because I'm going to create my first domain controller. I shouldn't have turned it on while I'm doing this. See, not good. I hope it keeps going. Longest 15 seconds ever. Okay. So actually I'm gonna rename this as a template. Oops. And that's gonna be my template. So I'm going to make a copy of that so I can relocate the template to a different folder and make a virtual machine out of the copy of the template. I know, I know. Well, at least this time the cache kicked in and it's going much faster than I thought it would, but could possibly go faster than that too. There we go. Template copy. So I'm gonna rename this guy J-ADX2. It's gonna be my domain controller number 2. I'm gonna select that. See, I'm still creating the virtual machine. I'm selecting its new hard disk. I just renamed a copy of the template. Okay, hitting next, finish. Now with every creation of a virtual machine, you gotta come back and set the cores. Uh, I'm okay on 2. It's not a problem. TPM because I feel like it. Hit OK. It's good for security. Alright. Settings. Oh, yep. This one's ready to boot. To boot. Canada. Yeah, that's horrible Canada accident. Accent, sorry. Okay. And so I'm going to stop the video here and make another video about creating Active Directory domain controllers. See you then.